Like a clock, the world is always progressing forward, every second ticking closer to the future. The next moment is always looming. No matter how hard it's fought or how many obstacles are put forth, what's to come can never truly be stopped. When it comes to the stories in Gundam, they can represent the past, current, or even future conflicts of the real world. This isn't the first time, nor will it be the last, but organizations like Mafty from Hathaway's Flash face overwhelming odds in the hopes of achieving a better tomorrow. When governments overreach and begin to greatly oppress the people, it will always be met with disruptions. Now, those disruptions can come in various forms, from civil disobedience where citizens take the streets in the face of injustice, to revolutionary groups who take up arms and go on a more extreme path when it comes to bringing about change. Before we look at Mafty the organization, we should look at who's leading it. That being Hathaway Noah, the son of one of the most legendary captains in the franchise, Bright Noah. Hathaway goes under the alias of the same name, although there's no way I can fully pronounce it, so I'm just gonna let Gigi Allen over here pronounce it for me. He is still haunted by the death of Quest over a decade ago during the events of Char's counterattack. As far as the world is concerned, he's a prodigy. Seeing him as the one who was able to go out in a mobile suit for his first time ever and shoot down an enemy. Although, depending on which canon we go on, those events went differently. If we're going by the novel, he did in fact shoot down Quest, but if we're going by the anime movie, it was actually someone else who shot down Quest, and Hathaway in return ended up team killing them. And for the sake of which one the movie is following, we're going to assume that it followed the anime version, and that he's living a lie of what officially happened during those events. Anyways, the Federation government has gotten worse, to the point where they're strapping turrets on the mobile suits for use against civilians, sending out fascist hunters who capture and deport illegals, as well as anyone who speaks out against the government. This propels people like Hathaway into action, as he witnessed how human potential moved heavenly bodies. Yet, these current systems are still holding humanity back. With so many lives already lost and continue to be lost, closure has yet to be reached for the dead. As history repeats itself, the lower class are pushed out while the privileged class serve their own self-interest and divide up what's left of this polluted planet, continuing to use their vast power against all still caught within its gravity. And that's why Mafty the organization exists. A collection of supporters from across the globe are willing to take a stand against this oppressive onslaught of the Federation. Some may call them terrorists, others freedom fighters to stick up for the weak. Even children call out to them to take action against these hunters terrorizing their neighborhoods. Although Hathaway can be seen as a leader, members of the organization launch their own actions, all for the common goal of shifting the balance of power in this planet. Though their actions of assassination are drastic, the Federation responds in greater force, leaving far more devastating outcomes due to their negligence, leaving more damage and casualties in their path. As for the Gundams, both sides have them, giving the machines dual meanings. The Federation has the Penelope Gundam, representing overpowering force meant to crush all that would take a stand against it. Meanwhile, our very own Joan of Arc pilots the Zeta Gundam, a machine holding the collective hope of all wishing to go up against the impossible. Both are very powerful and will continue to crash throughout this new trilogy. Where this epic journey is going to take us? Well, you'll just have to stay on for this odyssey. So, why does Mafty matter? They matter because they remind us, no matter what we have to go up against, so long as we trust and fight for each other, we can spark the path for a better tomorrow. Generations of Gundams were always piloted by those with rebellious spirits. In their final moments, those Gundams always ended up decapitated, being blown up or engulfed in flames. However, even after the Gundam had gone, the rebellious spirit always stayed strong.